Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. How y'all doing? Hey, hey, man. How you doing? How you been? To post up. I gotta post up my link here. I forgot. Overall, well, that's good. Yes, I'm doing good. All is good. It's as good as it's going to be. I normally don't complain too much, and when I do, I have reason, like most people. But I'm trying hard not to give stupid people my energy and try to stay focused on the big picture, which is me and not the idiots in my life. And there's a saying that people say, sticks and stones will break my bones, but your words will never hurt me. But sometimes words do hurt because you say to yourself, how could you even say something like that? You know? I look at people and say, how could you even say some dumb shit like that? Like, what is your problem? Like, are you that jealous or that stupid or I question people's motives all the time. I shouldn't care, but it's just the way it is. I question their motives all the time. But who am I to question them, right? That's what I tell myself. I kind of counteract my own, uh, thoughts and stuff sometimes because I don't want to think about it too much. But I'm the type of person I can be very sensitive to those things, like everybody else. Nobody likes people talking shit about them, especially if it's not true. But people do that because they know that's the only way they can get to you. So I try to tell other people, and then I don't take my own advice sometimes. But sometimes it's very unbearable. Well, you know how that goes. Sometimes when you see, that's the thing, right? And I've always been the type of person I help everybody, and I don't look for nothing in return because I don't really care because I'm a grown man and I can defend myself and get things myself and do things myself. I'm very independent. I don't need nobody's help, but I wouldn't mind helping you. I wouldn't mind helping anybody. But when you get mad and you say a lie about me, or you think that, because you're mad, you're talking shit, yeah, I'm not the one. That's something I can't tolerate. It's how people lie about you to make themselves feel good. Oh, don't lie about me because I'm not the one. And then you have to sit there and remind them how dumb they are for dissing you. And then they don't say nothing back. That's the worst part. Because I talk back. I don't hold back much. I say everything I need to say. I'm a man. I have every right to defend myself, even though I shouldn't be defending myself because there's nothing to defend. But people get caught up in the moments. People get caught up in the drama or the fear or whatever it is. Yeah, exactly. Right. Hey, Michael, how you doing, bro? How's it going? What up? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, yeah, that's all I do. I pray every night before I go to sleep that everything's going to be all right for the people that I love and care about. Everybody else can pretty much pray for their damn self. Um, you know, but sometimes we get into arguments, and it's usually my arguments are pointless because the person who I'm arguing with is not worth my time or my energy. But I try very hard, and then I catch myself, and I'm like, you know what, Mark, you ain't done nothing wrong, so you can go to sleep with nothing on your conscience. So I wish everybody can be that way and feel that way. But not everybody's the same, and not everybody learns that quick, and not everybody will learn that quick because they don't know how that even is possible to do. But it's all good. I just keep moving on, doing what I have to do. I keep telling myself I ain't done nothing wrong, and I haven't. But people test your sincerity. People test you every day. It's a part of life. There's people out there. I remember like I would say maybe 5 years ago, I was on this psychic website that's pretty well known. I don't want to mention them on here, but I don't need nobody stalking me over there. But yes. So there was a young psychic lady, and I never forget. She says somebody asked her, "Oh, do you get outside much?" And she goes, "Why? There's people out there." And when she said that, I was like, OMG. I was like, no freaking way. I was like, I never thought about that until she said it out loud. And I was really paying attention, because I was just in the chat. She was a friend of mine. I was a supporter of hers. I haven't seen her since, but I never forget the words she said. And I started saying that to myself every day after that. I still do 5 years later. People are like, hey, Mark, you don't go out no more? Nope. There's people out there. Oh, yeah, man, I know. Yeah, man, that sucks, man. People are this and people. I'm like, yep, there you go. I rest my case. All right, I'm going to use my deck today to give a free message to everyone who drops by. Questions are $5 by PayPal, but I always give everybody a free message. I give everybody 3 cards from this deck. All right, 1. All right. Moon, you have doubts? Don't we all? Your smile makes people happy, so keep smiling. And most of all, you are beautiful. And we all are. Stay beautiful, smile, even when you doubt. Yeah, it's human. Yeah, plain and simple. Mike, are you here? I'll give you a message if you're here. You're welcome. Yes, indeed. It's life. It's the way things are. It's how it goes. There's people out there. I wonder how she's doing. I haven't seen her since. I wonder how she's doing. Yeah, that's what I did. A couple years ago, I stopped going out. I used to be a disc jockey for 20 years, and I was out all the time. I was always out on the prowl at clubs, you know. Yeah, sure, sweetheart. No problem. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Absolutely. Um, I always tell people my story. I was a DJ for 20 years. I made it to the top. Once I got there, I felt like I had accomplished everything and I just gave it all up and said, I'm finishing. I'm retiring at the age of 34. From 14 to 34, I was a disc jockey from being in school right up to doing house parties, right up into playing clubs and internationally. I made CDs like every month, mixed CDs and sold them. My CDs are all over the world. I did all those things. And then I just said, when I reached 34, I was like, well, now I'm playing to the 18-year-olds that belong to the kids from my friends. So now I need to really finish that now. Hey, Hannah, how's it going, sweetie? Okay, cool. Never heard of that deck. Hey, Pisces, yes, I just got your donation. I was wondering who that was. Sure, you can go ahead and ask your questions, and I will answer them for you. In bed? How's work? I saw you posing. Looking good. So look at him. I like seeing you happy. Makes me happy. Happy for you. Happy for you. If you hear noises, it's that thing right there. Hey Renee, how you doing? Yeah, I think you should. Why not? Why not? Yeah, Diamond's here. She's snorting. Her belly's full. I just fed her like about an hour ago. Okay, cool. Yeah, Hannah, why not? You're a beautiful young lady. Show yourself. Why not? Just not in, a crazy way. Unless you're sending it to me, obviously. All right. Is Jay still attracted to me when you see him making a move? All right. So that's two questions there. Is he still attracted to you? And when do you see him making a move? De nada, amiga. Hey, Becca, what's up, sweetie? You okay? All right. This person, Jay, I don't really get any attraction, like, cards or anything like that. What I get is he thinks you feel let down by him. Like there's a unfulfillment here, or him like trying to overcome his past. I get past energy or things that happened with you in the past. So I don't really get any attraction or any like type of things like that. But I would say from the cards I have here that the attraction isn't there, but I would say that he's trying to, maybe if you talk to him on a regular basis, I feel like he thinks that you're trying to help him, so it makes him feel okay. But like as far as like him looking at you in an attractive way, I don't get that. All right. He might also think that he let you down in the past, or he's going to let you down in the future. Looks like he has a lot of personal issues. But to answer your question, I would say like the attraction isn't really, on his mind. Oh yes, I did. Back it was really nice. Hey Shakima, how are you, sweetheart? You know what? Back when it's not every day I get a reading like that, you know. But it was fun. Thank you. All right, Pisces. Let me see. Okay. As far as him making a move, Pisces, I don't even see him making a move this month. I keep getting that there's conflict, decisions, reluctancy. Like he's very reluctant on proceeding or trying to get with you in some type of way. I think he fears his finances, things like that. As far as him like making a move on you this month, I don't see it. And if he does this month, if he does, then he's not going to be generous. He's not going to be like cool about it. It's just going to be like a get together, and it's going to be arguments and things like that, or just like uh, talking and maybe like overcoming things. Or he might say, "Hey, yeah, we'll get together sometimes," and then not show up. So that's what I get. You know. I just think that there's decisions that he has to make. There's a lot of like negative stuff on his end. So in order for him to have you even in his energy or in his mind, Pisces, it just doesn't look that way. It doesn't look that way at all. It doesn't look good at all. So I don't know what more to tell you with that situation, but I don't see him making a move this month. Most men, they have to be stable before they deal with a woman unless they're having sex. So, and in November, I see there might be a get together, but it still doesn't look good. It still doesn't look good. It still doesn't look good. Like I think he's trying to get like a new job or a new opportunity, or he's trying hard to like get rid of like his past, or he's going through some type of divorce or breakup, or he might make plans and then cancel them because he has to do this, has to do that. Honestly, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening this month or next month. I don't see him making a concrete move. And like I said, if he does, it's not going to be of any significance. It's not going to be anything decent. Yeah, I see that. I see a lot of breakup cards. I see a lot of like fighting, arguing, going through like, almost like a divorce type of thing, like going through bad times, going through bad times. So, Moon, you say I'll email the card to you. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. You're welcome, Pisces. No problem. Sorry I didn't have better news, but just try to give him time and see how it works out, because that's why I'm not getting anything on his end for you, because like he's going through a lot of things. So the only when you read somebody's energy and their energy is all effed up, how can you expect the person to be dealing with you? It's like a lot of people, like when their energy is bad, it stays that way unless you're talking to him and physically with him every day, then the energy will pick you up. Because I didn't really see you here in the cards. I saw the person he broke up with and him going through that mentally, like, going through emotional confusion is what I call it. Yeah. Nia, I got your donation. If you want to ask your question, go ahead. All right, no problem. Shakima, how's it going? All good? DJ, I didn't get any payments from you or any PayPal from you with no question. So until I get that, then I will answer you. But I haven't got anything from you. Unless your name is Nia, then yeah. Everything is everything. That's good. Okay, now I got your stuff, DJ. Now I got it. It just showed up. Signing off work early, only 9.5 hours today. Oh, nice. Early 9.5. There we go. That is the DJ. All right. Okay. It finally came through. DJ, I see it here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, that's no problem. It's just that some people come in here and they say, I sent you something and then, I don't get it. So I give people time, and until I get it, then I'll answer it, So unfortunately we have to deal with people who lie and connive and do things. But I didn't think you were, but even average 12 a day. Oh, well, that's cool. Hey, when you get the hours and the time and the work, I always tell everybody, go for it, do what you gotta do. Thanks, man. I appreciate I'll check the email later. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Nia, if you were next, so I don't know if you're here. Salary too. Hey, well, I guess you gotta look at it like this, Shakima. At least you got a job. At least you're working 12 hours a day. I know. You don't want to hear me play my violin. All right. I don't see anything from Nia, so I'll answer you, DJ. All right. All right, DJ, you said, is Curran a player or can I trust him? All right. I see. Well. All right. Let's check. Let's check. Thank you for the donation. I'll answer your question. I'll answer everybody, obviously. I'll get to you. If you be patient, I'll get to you. All right. Hi, Nadia. How you doing? Okay, DJ, what I got here is he is interested in you, but he's kind of like thinking you're a bit standoffish, or maybe there's like an age gap. It's either standoffish or age gap or both. I see that he's very impulsive, and he's actually arguing with a woman over another woman. So to answer your question, I would say he's kind of a player, yes. Kind of a conceited type of guy. He probably thinks his shit don't stink, which some people do. But how he looks at you and views you, he thinks that you're a woman of action, but he doesn't know anything about you, and that's the thing. He doesn't know anything about you too much, so I think he needs to get to know you, or he wants to, but I don't think he's going to like say, "Hey, let's go out, let's do something." Like I don't see him doing that. Like I don't see him like dedicating himself to you or putting you in his life or on top of his list. I still think that he looks at you as somebody that stays guarded or has their guard up. So, I don't think so. I do see another woman here, like a woman that has money, a woman that's very generous, and a woman that's like luxurious. Like she likes like the finer things in life. Looks like she wears jewelry, and she likes to have them Louis V bags and all that, rare bottoms and all that type of stuff. No problem, man. So to answer your question about him, it doesn't look good. So to say, would he be seriously interested in you, just you? I would say no. And I do see that there is a woman around him, and yeah, I would say don't trust him, because I don't see like him being a trustworthy person. I think like he's got like other women, because I saw 2 women here, you and another person. But I'll look into it some more. I'll do some tarot blackmail here. Hold on a sec. My cards just jumped everywhere. I'm doing good. Thanks, Nadia. As far as him being in a relationship with you or anything like that, no. I think that he has like a bad temper, or he like self-destructs when he don't get his way. Some men need a pacifier. They're crybabies, or they like if they don't get their way, they treat you a certain way. And I feel like this guy's like that. Like he'll self-destruct. Like he'll be nice, and all of a sudden he'll be like, boom, he'll go crazy. All right. I also think that he's going through a divorce, or he's going through a lot of troubled relationships, and I get the same card at the end, which is the Knight of Swords reversed, which means a guy who argues with a woman about another woman. Thank you, Mia. How you doing? Yeah, I'm telling you, some men, like my brother-in-law, he's like, he honestly, I think he has a period every month. I know girls who have a period and don't even act like him. I believe men have periods. They do. But it's an emotional period. It's not like yours. I swear to God, man. Some guys out there, I can't handle guys. That's why I don't have too many guy friends. Because they're worse. I'd rather be around a woman any day than be around some guy who needs a pacifier, crying about his life all day. I can't handle that shit, man. All right, so DJ, to answer your question, I'd stay away from this guy. I don't see him being, you said here he's around a lot of beautiful women at his job, and I think that's like getting to his head. But I think that these women that he messes around with and talks to, they all think the same thing about him, or they just want a sexual favor from him, probably. So, yeah. So I'm sorry, DJ, but you need a better man than him. Let me tell you women something right now. As a gentleman and as a man who respects women, I love my mom, I love my sister, and those are the only 2 women that I love more than any other woman in the world and will always love. But most women and men, right? they think that, everything is going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. But the problem with most women, and as a man, I see most women going after the wrong man. If you say to me, Mark, I want a real man, I want a man that's going to do everything, be nice to me, be good to me, never cheat on me, then you have to work on that. That takes time. Trust takes time. If you are with somebody for a year, you already get to see how that person is after that whole year. Then you should analyze, if it lasts that long, you should be able to analyze whether or not you're going to be comfortable getting disrespected, or you're going to be comfortable, being okay. You see, because a lot of women, in my opinion, a lot of women get too comfortable with an asshole. So they don't really know what a good man is. And when they find a good man, it's too good for them. So they want to go back to being treated like shit, because that's the only form of emotions that they know. And that's why I'm single, because I don't treat women like that. And no one should. But when I'm an asshole, they always come back. See, I've already proved it. But I don't want to be an asshole, so I'll stay single. And that's my opinion about how I view people today, and how I view most females in my life and have been in my life. The more I give, the worse it gets. The less I give, the better I get love. It's weird. It's the stupidest thing on earth. And I can't live like that. So, I don't want to be bad. I don't want to be an ass. That's just doesn't make no sense. Oh yeah, they have hormones. Yeah, there you go, man. They need those pills for men. All right, Nia, are you here? Nia, I swear you were on here. No, not Mia. I said it's Nia, N-I-A. Let me double check. My bad. Hold on a sec. I don't know. But if Nia, Nia, you're here. You go ahead and ask your question, sweetie. I was waiting for you. I called you. I have Nia, Nadia, and then Mia. That's the order that I got the PayPal's. That's the order that I have here. So I got Nia, Nadia, and Mia. Yes, I know, but I was calling for Nia, N-I-A. See the woman right in front of you? But it's all good. It's starting to get darker. It's almost 7 o'clock here. All right, I don't know if Nia is writing her question, but okay, here we go. All right, Nia. Will my ex realize how he hurt me and have a regret? All right. All right. Oh man. Nia's ex. All right. Give me a sec. I'm just going to turn this light on real quick. That's my doggy. She's over here asleep. All right. Now I can see. All right. Your ex, he does feel like, he does have, I would say, insecurities about what he did. He feels insecure about what he did to you. He feels kind of bad about it. But like, I think that because he did it, he feels like, I can do whatever I want. And I don't really care like what I did because I had to do it in order to like get rid of you or something like that. Like I kind of think that he feels like you want to return to him or you want to go back to him. So he like kind of hangs that or dangles it in your face maybe. Like maybe you say, oh, well, you should take me back, or, or maybe you want him back, or maybe he thinks you want him back. Otherwise that he has this like desire to resolve his own life and go forward in his own way. But what I do see here also, Nia, is he realizes that he hurt you, but I think that he doesn't really care about it. Like he feels like, oh, well, I don't give a shit. Like, I hurt or whatever. Life goes on. But in the back of his head, either you have said to him you want him back, or maybe he said to you he wants you back, but you might not want to take him back because he hurt you. So that's either or is right here in the cards here. But as far as answering your question, he does realize he hurt you, but I don't think he has too much regret. I just think that he did it on purpose because he didn't want to deal with you at the time, or he just wanted to get away, if that makes sense. Like I feel like it was his goal to get away from it. And also, it could be about money situations that you guys argued about, or him just not being generous, not being nice. Okay, thanks. Yeah. I just think that mentally he's confused and he feels like you guys weren't compatible enough. That's what I get. And right now he feels kind of lonely, or he thinks this about you. All right. So to answer your question, it's kind of up in the air, like how he realizes he hurt you and probably doesn't really regret it as much because I think he wanted to do it. I don't think, I just see that in the cards. Okay, Nadia, you are next, and then Mia. So Nadia, you can go ahead and post your question. All right, I'll check for you, Nadia. As far as love, I don't see anybody like in your energy for this month. There might be a guy at work or around your work area, but he's not really like the type of guy that you want, or maybe he's like a petty type of older guy, maybe a perv or something, or somebody who says, hey, you're looking good. I feel like there's an older gentleman that you might deal with, and if he's not older, he's just like a petty type of guy and can't control himself, and he's very indecisive and immature, and he probably maybe you argue with him, or you might be harassed by him. So in this month, from now to the end of the month, as far as love, I don't really see any love here. There's just a guy that is nagging you, harassing you, and it could be at your workplace, and if it's not at your workplace, this person has an ulterior motive. He's going to try, a guy might try to butter you up, flatter you, talk to you, try to like say things to you to try and get in your pants, but that's about it. There's no like, decent man around this month that you can expect in love. As far as money depends on you. the more you spend, the less you have. The more you earn, save it. I feel like it's mentally annoying you, and you've made some errors and mistakes when it comes to your finances. Try not to do that. If you have, like, if you drink, or you like to party, or you like to smoke weed or smoke cigarettes, like, cut that shit out, so that way you can save your money, you know? And if you're lending money to any person, especially a man, or you're like paying for somebody, that's like gonna burden your finances. All right. So love and money doesn't really look that great for you this month. Yeah, you don't smoke. Okay, good. Don't buy nobody cigarettes either. Like, this is basically saying, like, don't punish yourself. Like, don't think it's the end of the world because things are not good for you now. When things aren't good, my suggestion is just to save whatever you have. Don't overspend. Don't get things you want. Get things you need. Okay? I'm going to say that again. When money's not the greatest thing, this goes for everybody, not just Nadia. When you are, in a financial state where, things aren't that stable, get what you need, not what you want. So if you want that Louis V purse, let it go, leave it alone until you can afford it. Go get food, pay your bills, get the things you need. Okay? Not saying that that's your case, but in general, that's just an example. But try not to let this mentally drain you, okay, Nadia? Don't let it mentally drain you. Try not to do that, okay? Like, try to think positive, and then positive things will come. If you say, I'm never going to be this, or I'm never going to do that, or I'm going to do that, then it's going to affect, the outcome of the positive vibes that you should be seeking. All right, sweetheart? You're welcome, and thank you. All right, Mia, you are next. You can go ahead and ask your question. Okay, you say, how does my room make you feel? Well, this guy feels like new things can happen between you guys. He feels very comfortable at home. He feels very content with you. He feels very supportive by you. He knows your reputation. He knows that you're a good person. You make him feel, joyful and happy. He's happy to be your roommate. He's looking for a new relationship, or possibly with you, but he's got like someone new around him where he's kind of testing it out to see if it'll work. But also, I get here, if things didn't work out between you guys in the past, he's trying to approach things differently so things don't go sour again. I feel like this guy could be ineffective sometimes. Like, you might ask him to do something and he don't want to do anything. Or he has like some pettiness about him, his emotion. He might be emotional or very indecisive. You might say, hey, you want to, what do you want to eat tonight? I don't know. I don't care. We'll go anywhere. He'll never say like a real answer if you ask him something. I also feel like his character is a bit weak right now. He might have like lack of strength and lack of like motivation. Like, he might not feel himself. So that's kind of affecting his ways and how he looks at things, So as far as him liking you in that way, I see that he does like you, but doesn't like, he doesn't know what to do. Like, he doesn't know how to deal with you. It's almost like he thinks you're too nice. And I kind of mentioned that earlier. He looks at you as the Queen of Cups, a fair person, warm-hearted, devoted, good friend. He looks at you as a good friend. And I think that that's probably it. I don't think he looks at you in a romantic way anymore, but he just appreciates that he has a good friend like you. As far as a relationship developing for you guys, I don't see it. Like, I don't see a relationship for you guys in the future. At least from now to the end of November, I see things being like, stagnant, just being the way it is now, like continue to stay that way. Like, I don't think that he looks at you as a future partner. I just think that he looks at you as a great person and friend. If there was lies in the past that he said, or the reason you guys didn't work out was because of lies, then I think he's still that same way. So if you lied to him and that's why you guys broke up, he still thinks you're a compulsive liar, or a liar, or you're going to lie to him or deceive him. But if you look at him like that, he still thinks and acts the same way. He hasn't changed. So he's just like whatever. All right. But it looks like he's gonna make adjustments here and there, but he knows he has to make a sacrifice in order for you guys to be like completely in a relationship that you want. Okay. All right. DJ, you are next. He said, will my ex-husband reach out to me this year? All right. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Just keep telling us. I want every woman in here to keep telling yourselves you can find the right man. You can find the right person. You can find the right love. You just have to like give it a chance. Give yourself a chance to find it, or let it find you. My suggestion is to never go back to somebody you used to be with. Because the reason you left is the reason you left. Keep telling yourself that. Like, some people ain't gonna change. If they do, hooray for them. But it's highly unlikely. But hey, that's just my opinion. Okay, DJ, let's see. Okay. All right. DJ, your first question here. Will your ex-husband reach out to you this year? If he does, like, I'm getting a strong maybe. If he does reach out to you, right? If he does reach out to you, this is what's going to happen. He's going to be, if he drinks, he's going to be drunk. So he's going to call you and be like, hey, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, blah, 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 and he's going to tell you his frustration, what he's going through, what his life has been like without you, and blah, blah, blah. And he's going to say, hey, I know I broke your heart. I know you're disappointed. Maybe we can have sex sometime, or maybe we can get together and have a drink. It's not going to be of any significance. He's going to be like an ass, and he's going to like try and, say things to you and lie to you, tell you things that you don't want to hear. Like, it might be a phone call where he gets the balls to tell you something about his life, and or to see how your life is going, like, to be pokey or just to be an ass. So I would say it's a very good possibility that he can contact you from now to the end of the year. When? I would say, definitely between now and December 31st. That's what I asked. So, That's what I see there. All right, you want to see, is he in a relationship? All right, let me see. As far as him being in a relationship, no. But I think he's like trying to bring in somebody from the past. He's trying to reunite with someone. He's very determined to do that. But as far as him being in like a relationship and being happy, I don't see him even being happy. I just think he's trying to like, I think he's determined to find somebody and to be with somebody. That's his goal. But it's somebody like that he has expectations about. And it could be somebody from his past, recent past, like in the last 5 months. Um, he's very immature, very ineffective. You know, this card's come up a lot. The Emperor reversed has come up a lot for all of you. So you guys are dealing, everybody like seems to be dealing with a petty type of guy, a petty emotion guy. Like guys can be very petty. Guys can be emotional, you know, and I keep seeing like this guy's indecisive, like he doesn't really know what he wants or where he wants to do or who he wants to be with. So he's not happy and he's not with anybody. He's just determined to be with someone that is going to probably have sex with him, and that's it. How he feels about what he done to you, he just thinks that he ruined your life. You know, he feels embarrassed. He feels doubtful. He feels uncertain. You know, he was very hesitant, and that's why, you know, things were lost. Um, he just feels like he has to reverse his bad ways, and he feels like he never really gave you enough love and never really cared about you like you really wanted to. This is another card that came up a lot today, was the Four of Cups reversed, which is like trying to approach things differently, you know, trying to get over the old problems. Like he's still trying to get over the divorce with you. He's trying to get over the fact that he's not happy, and he's trying to get over the fact that he has to overcome the ruin and the bad shit that he's done in his life. So that's affecting him in his current life. It's affecting him a lot, where he doesn't know where to go or what to do. There is no love, interest, no nothing around him right now. He's just in a bad state of mind. All right, DJ, that's what I got here. He's looking for a new possibility. He's looking for a new relationship. You know, but I don't see him getting one. He has to like deal with his old ways first. You know, that's what I get. Hey, Speak My Truth, how you doing? Sure. Hey, Shakima. Thanks. You can go ahead and ask your question, sweetie. General? Okay. You're welcome, DJ. And like I say to all the women that have gotten readings today or asked, you know, you guys are worth more than that. Just show yourself more self-love, and like just realize that there's more to life than, you know, dwelling too much on you know, what other people are doing, and focus more on yourself. Love yourself, so that way you can bring in the right love and the right person. Like that's my suggestion to everyone. Like just love yourself and keep working on you. You know, you're the main priority, you know? Keep working on yourself. Well, thanks. Speak My Truth. I got it. Thanks. the thing is, there's a lot of decent men out there, but sometimes they have to find you. And when you do find a decent man, treat him right. Allow him to do everything for you. Allow him to be himself. Don't try to change him. I'm sure you'll find one. We all get there someday. I ask the same question. We're all the decent men. Because I have a problem finding one too. And when I do find somebody decent, then they start lying, and the red flags come out, and I'm like, yep, I'm done. You're not nice. Hey, Angel, how you doing? All right, Shakima, general. I'll do a general for this month, okay? For the rest of this month. Shakima, did your do you have a pen that your dad used, or like there's I'm glad you're doing good, Angel. Hey, Hannah. There's like little like cases, right? And it has like a pen that somebody engraves your name on, or like a pen that he had, or something like that, like you kept, or he gave you like a gift with a pen in it or something like that. It looks like a pen. Or did he have like a special pen that he wrote with, that he had, like there's pens you put in like that little gold little like holder thing, or like it was in a case, like. Oh, okay, you don't have it. I can see it at their house. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, like I just saw like your dad, and he had like a fancy pen that he used to use. That was crazy. Okay. In general, I feel like you're making transitions, changes. You're trying to reverse the way you live your life. Sometimes you can be very bored about life and how things are. You feel like abandoning certain things. Okay, cool. I also feel like you're trying to make the sacrifice to make adjustments, and you're looking for like a rebirth, like trying to make things happen. But you still feel like you got to transition, and you feel like that suspension, like how am I going to do this, or when am I going to do that? Fuck it, I'm not going to do it today, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Also, try not to spend too much money. I tell everybody that, but try not to spend too much, save some for later. I also see that like somebody might try to take something from you. I don't like telling people this, but when I see this card, I gotta say it. Like lock your car, lock your door. Make sure you don't leave valuable stuff in your car so people see it. I don't know if you have tinted windows in your car or not, or whatever. But like there could be like a situation where someone tries to take something from you. You know what I mean? But if it's locked, then they can't, right? If, like, for instance, if your car is outside, make sure it's locked all the time. Don't forget. Like, there's a chance where somebody might think about doing it, or might think about that. Or like you might lose something of value. And maybe that's why I saw the pen. Like writing stuff down, or like don't forget to do something, like, because it'll be like a chance that you miss. Like I think certain things will dissipate. Like whatever you're trying to do, it'll end up dissipating, or like going away. Even if it's something bad that you risked, like it'll just eventually go away. It'll just dissipate. Things will just go. If you want something gone, it'll be gone. That's another thing that I get here. Don't take any risks, and don't gamble or take a chance on things that you're not supposed to take, especially money wise. So if somebody has a get rich scheme or somebody says, hey, I'll sell you this, and it looks good and it feels like all right, but you have this thing in the back of your mind saying, nah, I'm not gonna buy that shit. That's what I see, something of that effect. Also, the last card I got here for you is the Page of Swords. I feel like you're going into the unknown, and I feel like you don't want to deal with anything dangerous or anything that's gonna hurt your feelings, hurt the way you or burden the way you work, how you do things. I know you said you were working 12-hour shifts, and now today was 9.5. Like, keep your guard up and don't like overdo it. Like, that's another thing that's come to mind when you said that about work. It could be like you might be doing too much work or too much at one time. So like it's going to, even though you're being very active, just know that don't be too don't be burning, like don't burn yourself up basically. And another thing here is what I'm getting also is there could be like a younger woman asking you for advice or getting advice from you. Could be a client, could be a friend, could be like a blonde chick, and she might be asking you something, or she just could be younger overall. She might be saying, "Hey, Shakima, can you help me? I feel like I need to do something. Can you help me in some way?" So just be aware that maybe by helping that person, something might go sour. Or if you're trying to help somebody that's younger, they might not listen to you. All right. But I still feel like you don't know what to believe, what to do. Like, I feel like you're indecisive, or you just don't know where you want to go, like this month. Like, what do you want to do? Like, I feel like you keep asking yourself that, or like stay really focused on like yourself, and stay focused on your home. Like wherever you are, like make sure you don't slip up, like to give somebody a chance to do something. Like, I don't get nothing seriously bad or anything like that, but like when I see certain things, I want to, like, fuck. It's all very all over the place. I'm supposed to travel for work in 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's probably why I'm getting these type of cards. Yeah. Now, me, I'm always honest. Like, I don't, you know, because you're going away in 2 weeks, try not to publicize that as well. Because while you're away, somebody might try to rob your place or go in there and see shit. So make sure, like, I know, like, your landlord's a nutcase, so it could be her. Like, she might try to, or like, obviously she's got a key to your place probably. So if you go away, she might poke her nose in there, or might go in there and see shit. So make sure, like, when you do go away, like, pack your shit up, lock your shit up, do whatever you can, like, don't leave anything valuable. If you can give it to somebody that you trust, like your mom or somebody like that, or even if you get like a suitcase and put all your valuable shit in it and lock it. Honestly, like, I just don't trust this person. So that makes more sense because it says like you're going away. So like that. Okay, Moon. Thanks for being here, sweetie. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's good. Take care of yourself. Okay, go ahead. Speak my truth. I gotta head out soon too. I caught him in the ass. They never called or text me. I was texting him all day, wondering if he was okay. Haven't heard from him. All right. Okay. I think last time I read him, it wasn't good. So hopefully he's okay. Let's check. Hi, Oxy. I think I'm saying your name right. I am well, thank you. Sure, I'll do you. I'll answer your question right after Speak My Truth. Okay. Thanks, Hannah. All right, I'll check Speak My Truth. All right. Well, I can see he's okay. He's with a woman, and it looks like he's with the person that he had a marriage with or he broke up with. Like he's not happy. He's very lonely. He feels like he has to cancel plans all the time. He feels like he has nothing going on in his life. He feels bad. Like, yeah, it looks like a baby mama. Okay, Hannah. Yeah, I don't see anything. I see that he's all right, but I just see like uh he's with somebody he used to be with, like a baby mama, yeah. Because I got a woman here he's with. And this woman is also like lonely and separated, and he's with this person. Um, did you say like he had a son? I do see him around like a young man, a young boy or a young person. Oh, he has a daughter. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see him around a young, yeah, young. I see him around someone young. So yeah, the baby. I wasn't sure. It's a young energy. Um, to be honest, I think he is. I think he is ignoring you. And the reason he's ignoring you because he's mentally drained. And I think that he's trying to, you know, honestly, I think that he's just being weird and trying to possibly change or end things. He's distracted. He's confused. I got a lot of mumbo jumbo here, a lot of emotions. I got him here being very temperamental, lying, not knowing what to do with himself. Yeah. Like he could be going through some shit at work where he has to get rid of some people at work. You know what I mean? Like his people at work are confusing him or aggravating him. But he's trying to like slowly get himself back in order. But he's very I feel like he is ignoring you on purpose though. Like almost like he has to because he just can't be bothered to deal with it. Like if you're like I'm gonna put it to you this way. Like if you are like offering help and things to him, like if you're offering him help and offering him to do things for him, like he doesn't even care about that. Like he's just worried about his own life right now. And that's the issue here. Like I think he wants to you know, like leave me alone type of thing. Yeah. So if you're like nagging him, he probably doesn't want that. He's probably annoying the shit out of him. He's got too much on his plate. I see too much confusion, too much mental anxieties, too much. And I tell you this every single time I read for you about him. Thank you, Angel. I just don't see anything good about him, to be honest. Right now, things it doesn't look very good at all. And I believe I told you that last time too. Like things aren't good on his end. Okay, Oxy, or Oxy. I don't know how to say your name properly, but I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. If you were good, but if he's not dealing with you, community, like it looks like he's up and down. Like maybe he doesn't want to answer his phone when he's with the baby mama or dealing with his child, or you're just not, he can't communicate with you all the time. Maybe it's not as much as you want. So maybe when he doesn't answer you, it's because he doesn't want to cause more problems because he's around that baby mama. You know what I mean? So that's what it could be. That's the thing. Maybe he's around the person too much, or he's just like he's trying to find like the time for you. You know, I don't really, like I always tell you, I don't really get nothing good on his side. Like he's always going through some type of mental anxiety, some bullshit he's got to deal with all the time. You know. All right. Oxy, you said, may I ask, what is the next biggest change coming my way? All right. You're welcome, sweetie. Like I tell you all the time, looks like he's got to get over what he's going through in his personal life in order to like really give you the time of day. But I also think he's being, cautious about not fucking up what he has with you, and also not allowing her to know what's going on either. You know. It's a lot of mixed mental energy there, emotional confusion and stuff like that. Hey Tristan, how you doing? All right. All right, Oxy, what you can expect is try to save your money, try to save your finances, try to build on your finances if that's the case. I see things like, I see that you might take risks that you might not or should not take. I also see that you're perceiving to do things that symbolizes you. You may be very active right now. You may be very alert to what's going on, woke. You might be going into things and not really caring about what's the consequences. And that's what you're going to be doing for the rest of this year, or that's the things that's going to be occurring for you. Okay. Okay, Paige. Also, I feel like there's someone around you that tries to use their willpower to do things to you, or make you feel a certain way. Try not to allow this person to take your energy or to do anything bad to you. Okay. Try not to be insecure about everybody or everything that happens. I also see somebody returning into your life, like a past friend, a past lover, or somebody who you know that might come back, and this person might look at you as a hopeful thing, or a person who says, oh, I'm different, I'm new now. So try not to take the person back right away, or try not to give this person too much attention, knowing that what they are like. Okay. The main thing is don't be insecure about what's going on. Try not to not let people make you feel weak, and just know that perceive what is best for you. Do what's best for you, and don't spend a shitload of money, or don't buy anything that's expensive in this next couple months, because it will be a loss. All right. if you like are going through an inheritance battle, just take what you can and run with it. Otherwise, that is just going to be a loss anyway. If someone owes you money, just take it as a loss because you might not get it either. All right. But otherwise, keep your expectations favorable, stay hopeful. New people and new things will come into your life if you allow it to. Just keep the negative shit out. All right. All right, Hannah. Hold on a sec. All right, Hannah, you are next, and then Angel. You're welcome, Moxie. Wish you the best. All right, Hannah, Angel, and then Paige. All right. Yes, Paige. Thank you. All right. If that's what they say. Okay. All right, cool. I don't think I'm saving lives. I think I'm just me. I think I give good advice. I just want people to take it and realize their worth and their value. That's all that my goal is at the end of the day. I just want everybody to make changes in their life for the better like I did. It's very easy if you manipulate your mind to do so. You know? I just want everybody to be happy. Okay, Hannah. Okay. All right. Hannah, you may not be happy. You may feel lonely sometimes for the rest of this month in general. There might be some plans that get canceled. You could feel like, your friends have a lack of imagination, or your friends are not really your friends. I think that you worry too much about your future, and you're worried too much about what's going to happen next. And I think that, it might be a little cloudy for you sometimes, where you just, daydream about things, or you have this wishful thinking that things are going to go good, and sometimes when it doesn't, you start to like look at yourself like you're the problem. All right. Try not to do that. Okay. Stay positive. You might also feel insecure about somebody, some guy. There might be a man around you that like has this, this demeanor about him, or this like way about him, where he's, he calls the shots. He has more willpower, and he tries to like tell you what to do, and it bothers you or irritates you. All right. Also, just stay very discreet. Be cautious. Withdraw from any type of negativity as much as you can. Desert yourself from people. The less you say, the less drama you encounter. Keep telling yourself that you're gonna make it. Keep telling yourself you're gonna do it. Like, self-illumination is like, you being the light. You shining the light on the situation. After all, you're smart. You know what you have to do, right? So shed the light on things. If somebody tells you something, don't be afraid to say what's on your mind. It might make people feel jealous or weird or judge you in some type of way, but fuck it, just say it. Say what's on your mind. Tell people how you feel. Like, don't just sit there and do what they want you to do. Do what you want to do, but with compromise. Like, if somebody says, hey, Hannah, I think you should do this, this, and this, and you're like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this, this, and that. But, I'll do a little bit of what you want, but I think I should do this way too. Let's try it. And I'll prove myself. And then once I prove myself, then boom, you'll see that I'm right. Situations like that can occur this month. Okay. But overall, I see you dealing with people, dealing with lack of friendships, people that are trying to be evil, trying to like, shame you, or trying to feel like, or you just be dealing with people that are not on your level, or not don't have common sense. After all, we can't sell common sense. And even if it was for sale, they wouldn't have the common sense to buy it, unfortunately. But try to resist people around you and their emotions. You try to stay stable. Try not to be so emotional and try not to think that everybody's against you, even though that's the way it's going to feel sometimes to you. Like everybody's out to get you. Try not to feel that way. I just see you dealing with people, you know. I also see like you might get into like a little argument with somebody, but I think you can. I think there's a man in your life that you can always count on. Somebody who is active in your life, somebody who's determined, you know, somebody who's experienced. I think that you can really depend on this guy when you talk to him. Could be a Libra, a Gemini, or Aquarius. I got the King of Swords here, but it's upright, and it tells me like you depend on this person, or you like the way this person shows authority, shows you that, yeah, you know, you can't fix stupid. I already tried. But I do feel like you doubt and you have suspicion about the people around you, and you don't want to say anything because it might cause an argument. I feel the same way, you know. I also feel like this King of Swords can also be your energy because you're an Aquarius, you know. I feel like your masculine side might have to come out and say, hey, you know, you want me to start telling you how to really deal with shit? You want me to tell you how experienced I am? You want to see the real deal? You want to see Hannah at her best? Well, here, boom, boom, bam. I feel like you might have to prove yourself because people think that you're like, you know, you're not what you say you are, like type of thing, you know? I don't know if this is making sense to you, but I feel like you're dealing with people that are stupid and people that are trying to make you less than how you feel. And that sucks for them because I know you're not going to let it get to you, right? I see a lot of temperamental people. These actions and these arguments might not be like towards you, but you might witness them. You might be in the middle of them. You know, I see like it could be both. It could be like you could be caught up in the middle where they say, Hannah, do you think he's right or I'm right? Or who's right? And then you'd be like, look, you're all stupid. I'm right. Let's do it this way. You know, where you might have to step in and like, you know, tell people about themselves, unfortunately. Any good news? The good news is you're still Hannah and you're amazing and you're beautiful and you're smart and you're an Aquarius. That's the good news. Hey, what can we say? Yeah, I keep getting the same thing over and over. Like you're gonna be dealing with people, and there's gonna be like incidents where, you know, there's gonna be arguments. No matter how many times I shuffle the cards, I keep getting the same exact thing. And you know, at the end of the day, just shelter your environment. Like you feel like if you have to live in a bubble for a little while and say fuck everybody, then do so. Like, you know. Angel, you can go ahead and ask your question. It's unfortunate for them, but hey, what can you do? You know? All right. You're welcome. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Yes, I know. Please sleep well and dream of me. I mean, dream, you know, nice things and stay positive, please. Stay away from any arguments. And if you need anything, I'm here. You know that. All right. Angel, you said France is coming home in December. What's going to happen to us? Okay, my question is Francis a man? Because I know that's a name that is for women and men, but I just want to clarify if it's a man. Because what I get here is I feel like you're gonna be fine. I feel like this person is going to like be in denial. I feel like this person is going to talk about a child, or talk about if you guys have a child together, then I think that the child is not really going to be um, happy about the situation. Or if that's not the case, then one of your children are going to be mad at the fact that you two are, talking to each other, or wondering what's going to happen between you. Now, if this person is young, then they are fearing, what's going to happen. They're indecisive about proceeding or coming, or they're very reluctant on doing things. I also feel like this person is very discreet. They're cautious. They might not want to tell you a lot of things or do a lot of things with you. They still live in denial, and they might withdraw from you many times, especially when it comes to like decision making, or any type of gossip. Yeah, your daughter. Okay. I feel like your daughter is like very reluctant on this happening, Um, she might have heard gossip, or she might gossip about you and him, and probably like will tell you, hey, mom, don't do this, don't deal with this person. I feel like she's kind of worried about you. I feel like you and Francis will be okay to a certain extent, because he knows your value and your worth. And I think that, if you got your shit together, if you are a woman of value, and you have value, and you have like a good job, money, or you're just like a woman who has certain things, I think that he likes you because of that. And he likes the fact that, you're a person that's generous and giving and caring, and he's comfortable around you. But what's going to happen between you guys is he's still going to be discreet. He's not going to tell you everything you want to hear. He's not going to tell you everything that you think he's going to tell you. And if you get a little pushy, he might withdraw and say, look, I think I made a mistake coming here. So, things like that might happen. All right. But I feel like this person is trying to be better, or trying to do things, and they're still trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel, as to say. But your daughter might convince you otherwise. I think that she's worried about you, or she might be like telling you, "Hey, mom, don't do this," or don't deal with this person, or when they come, don't be a certain way, or don't let them take advantage of you, or don't give them money. Things like that. Like, your daughter's looking out for you, but I feel like um, she feels that way. And even if she isn't looking out for you, I feel like she feels, very indecisive about telling you this about yourself, or about this person, Francis. I feel like they're worried. But I feel like you'll be fine overall. I think that if you visualize everything and see everything ahead of you, that you'll be fine. All right. I hope that made sense to you. But as far as what's gonna happen to you guys, I don't know if this is a love situation, but I don't see no love or togetherness. I just feel like, it's gonna be a little bit of, you know what am I gonna do next on his part. I feel like you're fine with it. You're okay with it. I don't think you're the problem. I think that he is, and I think that your daughter might interfere, or get in the way of it. She might try to change your mind, or tell you, hey, what the hell are you doing, mom? It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You're welcome. No problem, and thank you. Okay, Paige, you're my last person today, and I am going to skedoodle. Okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's fine, sweetheart. It's okay. Okay. As far as like him considering going to the police for this person, about this person, I think that he's thinking about it, but I don't think that it's going to work. Like he's failing to like I think that he wants to, and then he thinks about it and he's like, nah, it's just gonna make shit worse. Because like he thinks that there's gonna be some type of ulterior motive, there's gonna be some collapse of plans. Like if he does it, he's gonna waste his time, his money, he's gonna feel too overwhelmed. He feels like it's gonna make it worse. So if he were to like you know, deal with this through the police, he's gonna be like, I don't know if I should do this. Like, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I see that, like, I think he's very determined to like let this pass and let it go away. Like I feel like, he gets kind of petty about it sometimes, but I don't see him like making any action. Like I think that he's like a man of authority. He's like, he's determined to like think that he's right, and by him not doing anything it'll just go away naturally or whatever. But I feel like he's failing to face reality of the whole situation, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't see him going to the police because like he thinks that if he does that it's going to make him look weak and make him look like, an idiot. Like he's probably saying, why am I going to go to the police for this shit? Like I'm a man, like I shouldn't be doing this shit. Like I don't want to do it because like if I get help, then I have to be aware of the help. I have to understand that, whatever advice I get, it might not be the right advice. It might be an ulterior motive. It might be a bad assistance or a bad situation. Like I might have to do more than what I want. And I think he can't emotionally deal with it. Like I think he can't control his emotions. He's very indecisive, I see. So I would say that he considers it, he thinks about it, but I don't see him doing it. I see him like get that phone. He wants to, and he's like, nah, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, he looks like a very like he looks like a very proficient person. Like he seems like he has like if he has a good job or he owns his own business or he has like a job where you know um people might look at him different for doing it, like he might think it affects his job life or it could affect his record or it could affect like his future work or future name, like all right. Yeah, like I think that he might think that that's going to affect his college ball career, or like if he like good, like how people expose people all the time. So if he were to make it big, right, then people say, oh, in 2022, um this guy Luther had a stalking case against him. He went after a stalker and got a restraining order from her and this and that. So it looks like this guy's had issues in the past with stalkers and shit. People find that out because it's on your record. You see what I mean? So that I think that it mentally affects him because he knows if he does it, it's gonna it could end up in a bad way. That's what I'm getting. But I think that he's got his head on his shoulder. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while to get over that shit, you know? Yeah, he's worried about the image front. Exactly. That's a way to put it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I think that, you know, it's still not telling me yes and telling me no. It's just telling me it's totally up to him, but he's not willing to do it. He thinks that it's going to affect him on the image front. Exactly. You know, that's what I see. All right, sweetheart. So I would say don't pressure him. Just allow him to do what he has to do at the end of the day. And, you know, yeah, no problem. You know, sometimes you just have to let people do their own thing, handle their own matters. Like if you know he's a good person, which I see that he is, like sometimes good people don't want to like address those negative situations so they don't keep the energy or they like don't look bad in the future. You know what I mean? Like when you deal with the police, that shit's on record. So that could affect his career in the long run or could affect his mind or like, you know, that stalker can actually get worse. That stalker can be like, you know what? You want to do this shit to me? You want to call the police on me? I'm really going to go off on you now. So it could be for the worst, you know. So at the end of the day, if he doesn't do it, it's kind of a good thing because I kind of agree with him to a certain extent. Because sometimes when you deal with a stalker or you deal with a sick fucking person, you know, they actually go off it when they do get that restraining order or that, you know, that name stalker, you know, they go off it. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Well, just see how it goes, you know. It's not the end of the world, but you know, he has to make the decision. You know, I know you want what's best for him, but at the end of the day, he has to make the decision. So allow him to make the decision whether he does it or not. Try not to look at his decision in a bad way. You know, just look at it as if, you know, that's what he feels right for him. Only you know what's right for you, you know, so just look at it that way, Paige. All right, sweetie. But otherwise that just, you know, be there for him, I guess. Hey Renee, good, glad you're home. All right, I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta go. But thanks everybody for the donations, the time, the patience. I appreciate all the love and respect in the room. I appreciate that. And I will see everybody next time. God bless you too, sweetheart. Stay safe and try not to worry, okay? All right, I will see everybody next time. Toodaloo.